It's a beautiful summer morning. I'm 20 years old and my mom is driving me to the train station. When my stomach starts cramping, something is wrong. And it's all because of my parents. Because of them, I love adventure. Ever since I was a kid, I would take my bike and come back at the end of the day. As a teenager, I had this great idea, the Interrail. Interrail is a 1 month ticket to ride the train in Europe. And my parents were supportive. They said, Anna, that's a great idea. We traveled a lot when we were your age too. Great. So all I needed was some friends to come with me. But even in university, my friends kept backing out at the last minute. So I decided at 20 years old, I would go by myself. So I planned my trip, I bought my ticket, and I packed my 2 backpacks because you never know what you might need. And it was on a beautiful summer morning when my mom was driving me to the train station that my stomach started cramping. What was wrong? It was only when we reached Santa Apollonia, the international train station in Lisbon, that it finally dawned on me. I was about to leave the safety of my country, my language, my food, my family, to go on a 1 month trip all by myself. As we were standing in front of the train, I turned to my mom and I tell her, Mom, let's go home. I'll pay you back the ticket. But my mom said, Anna, this is going to be a great experience for you. She threw my backpacks into the train and said, bye. I entered the train trembling. I was super stressed and I was so shy. But luckily for me, a family started talking to me. So I relaxed and I started enjoying the trip until my stop, which I pretended to ignore. But this family, they thought they would help me, and they took my backpacks and put them outside. And there I was, following my backpacks once more. It was the middle of the night. It was dark. It was this little train station in the north of Spain. I was scared. I needed a safe place to spend the night. So I summed up my courage and I went to the ticket office. And in my broken Spanish, I asked, good night, hostel, where? Somehow they understood me and I understood them. So the first thing I did when I arrived to that hostel was to call up my mom and beg her to come and get me. Mom, I feel horrible. Come get me. My mom just said, Anna, you'll feel better tomorrow. Mom, I don't know anyone. So go talk to people. Mom, I had instant soup for dinner. And for a Portuguese, that's really bad. My mom just said, you'll eat better when you come home. I had one last card to play. Actually, it was more like a knife aimed straight at the heart. If she wouldn't come get me now, she would never. Mom, I miss you. Anna, this is going to be a great experience for you. You can do this. I love you too. And that was it. I hung up the phone and spent the rest of the night crying. The next day, with puffy red eyes, I started telling myself the positive affirmations that my mom had told me. I can do this. It's going to be great. I'm fine. And I went to the tourism office and got my first map. And I managed to get around. And the next day, I was already in the train, ready to continue my trip. And that's when I finally caught up with my backpacks. I had a great time, and I still love traveling. And all thanks to my mom, supporting me to believe in myself. And as a mother, I hope I can support my kids to believe in themselves too. Obrigada.